What's up, guys? This is Wills from Flylords, and today I am here in the Flylords studio in the Gear Lab showing off a exclusive first look at some new frames that are coming from Costa, the Flylines. We are really excited to be talking about these frames today. Obviously, with the name like Flyline off the bat, we were excited to see more frames coming out of Costa that can be attributed to, your fly angler and focusing on what is typically a smaller market of fishing and building something that really caters to the fly angler's needs. So we're gonna be breaking them down, showing you all the tech specs and what's new and why you might be interested in checking out a pair of the Flylines. The first thing you'll notice on this sunglass is that it has these temple tips on the very end that are retainer ready. What that lets you do is it has these little holes. This is a pair of Reefed and Pros that I have laying around, and you can attach a retainer on the end of this, great for if you're gonna be working in blue water or really any area where it'd be possible to accidentally lean over and lose your sunglasses off the top of your head. These frames are actually made out of Costa's signature bio resin. It is a petroleum substitute. It's actually plant-based. So outside of your typical plastic sunglass frames, these are made out of a different material that's most importantly, much more eco-friendly, better for the environment, and B is actually really strong. These frames are made with a lot of quality in mind, and that plant-based material strengthens up the temple and makes it much more resistant to breakage. These frames come in a multitude of colors. You can get the Flylines in either the matte black that I have right here, or the matte tortoise, which is like kind of a classic. And then the third there is that seagrass color, great for, that saltwater angler. Lastly, we're going to be going into the front and most important part of any sunglasses, the lenses. These lenses are built in an 8 base wrap that essentially determines the amount of curvature that the lens has around your eyes. So in sunglasses, like performance styles like these, you typically have that higher base wrap, like an 8 or above. And then in the flatter, more lifestyle sunglasses, you'll see a 3, 4, or 5. So these really wrap around your face well. It keeps light out. The more light leak you have outside of your frames, the less effective the lenses are going to be. And then in addition, it also keeps elements out of your eyes as well. But going into the actual lens technology, these lenses are going to be offered up in 13 different colorway combinations. You're getting the entire spectrum of Costa's colorway offering. And for those of you who really know all of those colorways, you might be thinking 13. Well, they're also going to be the first Costa sunglasses featured with the new rose colored lenses. Those lenses are going to be built with a 14% VLT, so that's visible light transmission. That is the amount of light that can get through the glasses into your eyes, creating what we as anglers refer to as glare and making it harder to see fish. Prior to this, we had the rose gradient lenses as well as these gold mirror lenses. What's really interesting there is that the rose is actually the base color of that rose gradient as well as the gold mirror. So if you really like the gold mirror lenses like I do, these are typically my go-tos, these gold mirror Reefed and Pros, you're gonna love the rose colored lenses. All of the lenses for the Flyline are offered in both Costa's 580p, made out of their bio polycarbonate, and 580G, which is the glass offering for those who prefer a little bit more weight for their shades. The last thing that we are probably the most excited to talk about with these frames is not actually anything that is on the glasses, but the price tag itself. If you're looking at a base model like these that I have in my hand, that starting price point is gonna be around $154. Now, why is that great? Typically, these Costa performance frames that you see in most angling scenarios are floating around the $220 to $290 and even $300 price point. With this sitting at $154, It's still not cheap bottom of the barrel, but it is a much more affordable and approachable price point to someone who says, I want to get into the premium level of sunglasses. I want a pair of sunglasses that I'm going to take care of and are going to take care of me and will not let you down. So that is why you invest in premium price point sunglasses like Costa's. And again, at that $154 price point, I think it's going to be a lot easier for anglers who are just getting into the sport, or people who are ready to spend, their first big dollar amount on sunglasses, but aren't quite ready to make that leap into the $200, $300 range. So our final thoughts on these sunglass frames is they're super sleek, they're super comfortable and easy to wear. At this price point, they make a great backup pair of sunglasses to keep on the boat, or a great entry-level pair of sunglasses. They're also just a great overall get-it-done pair of frames. If we had to say anything negative about these frames, I would say if you're going to do something super specialized like targeting permit for a long period of time, or going to be sending long casts at shadows, and you really need to target in super specifically, I'd recommend going with a better wraparound frame like either the Grand Catalinas or the King Tides. Those will definitely kill a lot more of the light that you'll get coming around the back end of the panels here. But again, I think these are a great do-it-all sunglass. I think they're really reliable, and especially for this price point, these are probably the best out there right now. So guys, these are available now on Costa's website. Go check them out. We love these sunglasses. Honestly, we've been using them a bunch and really love the way that they feel. But the only way for you to judge if these are right for you is to call up your local fly shop or dealer, see if they got them, and go in and try them on yourself. That has been it for our first look on the Costa fly lines. If you want to learn more, go check out our editorial on flylordsmag.com. And if you're missing anything or feel like we didn't cover anything, feel free to leave us a comment below. Tell us what we missed and we'll try to answer it to the best of our ability. Thank you so much for visiting the Gear Lab, and we'll see you again next time.